Could the Toronto Raptors be about to orchestrate the most shocking blockbuster trade since the Kawhi Leonard deal that brought us our championship? The basketball universe is buzzing right now because Brian Windhorst just dropped some explosive intel about our front office's summer plans, and I'm talking about pursuit of generational talent that could completely transform the Eastern Conference landscape. We're witnessing what NBA executives are calling a potential explosive summer, with trade activity of volumes higher than we've seen in years. And guess which franchise is sitting at the center of all this chaos? The cosmic basketball powers seem to be aligning for Masai Ujiri to unleash his legendary deal-making wizardry once again, targeting what insiders are calling big fish. And I'm about to reveal the mind-blowing details that most analysts are completely missing about Toronto's master plan. What's up, Raptors Nation? Quick Court coming in hot with another deep dive for all you basketball junkies out there. Hope you're all crushing it today, rocking that red and black, and ready to get your trade speculation fix. How exactly does a team that just acquired Brandon Ingram at the deadline suddenly emerge as the most aggressive hunter in what could be the wildest offseason in recent memory? Drop your predictions down in the comments right now, because I've been connecting dots that nobody is talking about yet. And seriously, stick around until the end, because I'm about to break down a strategic pattern that will absolutely blow your mind about how our front office could land a generational superstar. Brian Windhorst just sent shockwaves through the NBA landscape with his latest revelation on the Hoop Collective podcast. And Raptors Nation, what he shared should have every single one of us on the edge of our seats. According to one of the most connected insiders in basketball, Toronto has officially emerged as a franchise making noise within the league about looking for a big fish. This isn't just casual interest. We're talking about active maneuvering that has league executives taking notice. But here's where it gets absolutely fascinating. And this is the part that's flying under everyone's radar. The timing of this. Aggressive pursuit isn't coincidental. It's strategic genius. With Jason Tatum's Achilles injury creating uncertainty in Boston and Damian Lillard's similar injury situation in Milwaukee, the Eastern Conference hierarchy is experiencing its most significant disruption in years. Our front office recognizes this as a championship window opportunity that might not come around again for a decade. What makes this situation even more intriguing is how perfectly it aligns with the Brandon Ingram acquisition at the trade deadline. Think about it. That wasn't just a standalone move. It was the opening act of a much larger symphony that Masai Ujiri has been composing behind closed doors. We now have a legitimate secondary scoring option alongside Scotty Barnes, which suddenly makes us an attractive destination for any superstar looking at potential championship scenarios. Are you starting to see the master plan taking shape? Because the asset collection over the past few years is starting to make perfect sense now. Remember to smash that subscribe button if you're loving this deep dive analysis. The Greek freak connection that Windhorst mentioned isn't just speculation. It represents a realistic pathway that our front office has been quietly preparing for. Giannis Antetokounmpo has always had respect for Toronto's organization, dating back to our championship run, and the potential instability in Milwaukee creates an opening that simply didn't exist before. When you combine our cultural reputation, Scotty Barnes' development trajectory, and now Brandon Ingram's offensive versatility, we suddenly become a legitimate contender for any available superstar. But let's talk about the nuclear option that nobody's discussing seriously enough. Kevin Durant. If Phoenix decides to rebuild around their younger core, Durant becomes the most achievable superstar target on the market. At 36, he's still performing at an elite level, and his skill set would create the most devastating offensive trio in the Eastern Conference alongside Barnes and Ingram. The championship experience he brings would be invaluable for our young core's development. Here's the part that should have every Raptors fan absolutely pumped. We have the assets to make any of these moves happen. 4 outright first-round picks, 3 pick swaps, 1 protected pick, plus the young talent we've accumulated through our strategic rebuild. This isn't wishful thinking. This is legitimate firepower in trade negotiations. What's your gut feeling about which direction Masai should go? Giannis for the long-term dynasty build or Durant for the immediate championship push? The parallels to our 2018 Kawhi Leonard trade are impossible to ignore. And that's exactly why this situation feels so promising. Masai Ujiri has proven he's willing to be aggressive when championship opportunities present themselves. The executive who spoke to Windhorst about this potentially being an explosive summer clearly sees something brewing that goes beyond typical off-season speculation. What really sets us apart from other potential suitors is our organizational, culture, and development infrastructure. Any superstar looking at Toronto sees a franchise that maximizes talent, develops players properly, and creates championship caliber environments. The A+ culture that Ujiri referenced in his end-of-season media availability isn't just marketing speak. It's our competitive advantage in these high-stakes negotiations. The volume of trade activity that league sources are reporting suggests this offseason will be unlike anything we've seen in recent years. Multiple franchises are exploring major moves simultaneously, which creates the perfect storm for a team like Toronto that's prepared, patient, and willing to be aggressive when the right opportunity emerges. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest Raptors updates. Hey, Raptors Nation, we're potentially sitting on the verge of the most significant franchise-altering move since our championship run, and the next few weeks could determine our trajectory for the next decade. Whether it's Giannis, Durant, or another superstar that nobody's talking about yet, our front office has positioned us perfectly to strike when the moment is right. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because when this story develops, Quick Court will be the first to break down every angle and implication for our beloved franchise. Drop your boldest trade predictions in the comments. I read every single one and love seeing your basketball IQ on display. Until next time, keep that Raptors pride burning bright. And remember, championship banners aren't won in the offseason, but they're built there. We'll see you in the next one.